Hey guys, thanks for tuning in again. This
Hello.
weekend we have just come back from watching the latest Avengers movie,
Literally just
Endgame. Like literally walked in the
Just
door,
there. We were like,
patted the
let's do
cat,
it.
put the lights on, and sat down and started
Yeah.
recording.
Yes.
So we're fresh right off it. And first of all,
Yeah.
spoilers.
Sorry.
Massive spoilers.
Sorry.
If you don't want to hear about it, stop watching now. But we want you to watch anyway.
Do it.
But we're just going to give you a hot take, basically, what we just thought coming
Fresh
out of
off the bat, yes.
and first of all, if you sit in the cinema and discuss the previous movies while the movie is playing, you are a
the devil.
because we had like two middle-aged couples sitting behind us the whole movie, just saying that one was like, "What was that?
Who's that?
Who's that?"
Oh, how did
It's
that
like,
happen to his eye? What?
I was about to, I didn't do it, but I was about to turn around and say, "Please leave the DVD commentary to the DVD."
We will watch that later. No, it was just like that is the one thing that I don't like about going to the movies.
Come on,
is
guys. Cinema etiquette. Cinema etiquette. Everyone's there to enjoy the movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, starting with the movie.
Yes.
Well,
I don't even know
where to begin.
Pretty much.
It goes for 3 hours. All right, we all knew there was going to be that long.
Yeah,
but
which is good.
For me, it was a very long 3 hours.
Okay, I may have nearly fallen asleep like a couple of times.
There were some bits that didn't need to be in there.
Just drags.
The plot kind of, for me, felt like it was all over the place. And like anything when you get time travel involved, it becomes...
Yeah, you're not a fan.
I hate time travel narratives because it's just a lazy kind of way of rehashing stuff.
It's true, but in its defense, I think they kind of did it very well because they knew that it was like a gimmick, and then they were like paying out all the time travel movies that have before them.
But they still did it.
They still did it, but they did it in a way that like I forgave them for it. I forgave them.
No,
it was the only way.
I'm comparing this movie to Avengers. Like the only other movie of its kind is Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah.
Okay, and that was an awesome movie, and that was a very emotional movie. It was.
Oh yeah.
Like the way it was structured, it actually it was structured in such a way that it didn't feel like it was all over the place. Whereas this one felt like there were unnecessary bits, and then there were bits that were necessary that weren't touched on properly.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, like right after they go and defeat Thanos, like straight away.
Yeah, straight off the bat.
I mean, like I liked to see Thanos like that. He was. I was
like, oh, leave him.
He had won. He didn't care what happened to him.
Living his life.
That's a guy that achieved his goal, and he felt good about it.
Living the simple life.
Yeah.
Like, not harming. I mean, he harmed a lot of people.
But he did it painlessly. Not condoning what he did, but
It's like we're just rationalising that he's a good guy.
He's a villain, but
not a good guy.
They humanised him in such a way that his goals were like, you could understand him.
Yeah, for sure. We've always said that in all of our videos.
Yeah. And he's a very, very relatable villain, and I really liked him, and I just like seeing that part of Thanos, which I thought we were going to see anyway.
That was a good way to start. But it just, it was like straight in.
It was straight in.
Straight in.
They got together, everyone that was left. Thor was badass. He had his Stormbreaker. He was ready to go and kill the guy. And he actually did.
Yeah, he succeeded.
But he killed him, and he felt that he was,
did the wrong thing.
Yeah, he knew it was pointless.
Yeah.
So he killed him.
Because they still have the same
He killed him because they lost.
He was hurting.
Yeah. And... yeah.
On that note, after that...
5 years later...
Yeah, essentially. I don't really like what they then did with Thor.
No, I hated what
I think they kind of...
They made him into a big sobbing kid.
Totally fine for him to be funny, because he always has been funny. He's always had that.
Yep.
But I think they just went that tiny, tiny little bit too far and made him less of a god.
You didn't want to see Chris Hemsworth in a fat suit.
I didn't care. I was kind of just like, he's got dad bod now. It's fine. Everyone goes through a rough patch. That's fine. But he didn't come back from it.
No, his intelligence seemed to go.
He didn't seem like a god anymore, and that was just like, no, that's diminished for me.
And you imagine after how many years? 999 years being that way, and then all of a sudden something happens and he turns into a fat slob.
Yeah. Like, no.
I mean, you can say, nothing like Thanos had ever happened to him before, but still.
Yeah, it was, that was just too gimmicky.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah. And it just went too long. It was too long.
And then, 5 years later, and going back to, Captain America, and why is he doing an AA meeting?
I feel like he's not utilising his skills very well in the future. I mean, it's nice of him to reach out to the community and talk to everyone, but, like, do more.
Okay, alright, so let's do it this way. Half the population is gone. There's still the other half. There's still going to be bad guys in that other half.
Exactly.
There's still going to be a need for heroes on the planet Earth.
Yes. So I get it. He was reaching out.
They couldn't keep busy?
No, apparently not. I mean, I appreciate it, but...
I mean, but like
it's interesting.
Tony Stark's little side-off story. That was nice.
Beautiful.
Like that, you know, he started a family and
he did that well.
That was good. I got to admit, that was nice, and that set up what happens later on very well. You can see. Anyway.
Yes.
So those are the things that really annoyed me from the beginning. Like in that pacing, like when they were trying to gather the team again up for the second time to do the.
Yeah, it was just like constantly trying to rebuild.
Appeared.
Oh, that was great.
He's great.
He's great.
Comedic relief. It was, and like then the time travel thing started. I'm like,
It just kept going back and forth and like back and forth, and then it's
and then they started revisiting the past, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's a nice way to wrap up all the Avengers movies and all the characters, but they didn't have enough time to actually delve too much into each one.
No.
And like, for example, Thanos in the past from 2014 was a very different character. I felt.
Yes.
Like, he was not. Like, he just seemed like a typical villain guy.
Blossomed. Yeah.
Like, he had an actual... Yeah. There was no depth to him.
Oh, my God, I just found...
Johnny Depp to him.
That bean that I dropped from my burrito halfway through the movie.
Yeah, we like to eat burritos while we're watching movies. Guzman and Gomez, there's your shout-out.
Anyway.
And... So they all split up and go into different timelines to gather the stones. So that's the whole premise. Sorry, guys, we didn't mention that.
We just talked about the things that annoyed us.
So they hatched the plan that they're going to go back and find the stones in certain periods of time where they have dealt with it, where they know it is, and where they can get it.
Yeah.
So they split up and they go and find these stones. And the end game is to bring them all together in the gauntlet and do the click like Thanos did, and bring everyone back. So apparently, when you put the gauntlet on, it's like a Make-A-Wish thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, they could have really just had, like, the genie from Aladdin.
Pretty much. Anyway. So, it happens. They bring everyone back.
That was very emotionally...
No, wait. It hasn't happened yet. They bring everyone back, but then Thanos finds a way to come back and goes from the past to the future and destroys the Avengers headquarters, and that's where the epicness starts.
That's it.
And that's like, in the last probably 45 minutes of the film. Yeah. And that's where it really starts getting emotional.
That gives you an idea of like how much you have to sit through for it to actually finally get to the point where we wanted it to get to from the last movie.
Yeah, it kind of like...
Does that make sense? Like,
I don't know. I felt like Avengers, the Infinity War was a roller coaster the whole way.
Yeah,
like,
I cried and weeped in it.
Everywhere. Yeah. Like, cool stuff happening all the time. And this one was like...
Yeah.
Dead. Whoop, and then boom, straight up at the very end.
That last bit of it was amazing.
Well, look,
that's what I really enjoyed.
I was really like, everyone's back. When they all came out of Doctor Strange's portals.
There were grown men sobbing in the audience.
Yes, there were.
There was.
I was not one of them. I was not one of them. And then, obviously, Mrs. Sparkly Fingers makes an appearance at the very end to save the day.
Sparkly Fingers. You really do not like her.
I hate her.
I like her.
I like the comic books. I love the character, but
you just don't like their take.
I haven't liked the movie take because she's not that arrogant in the comic books. I know Tony Stark is. He's a smart.
He's like.
But he's funny. She's not funny. She just thinks she's top.
She knows she is, and that's okay. No. Like, no one has the powers that she does.
But she wasn't in there for the whole movie.
She wasn't.
She made an appearance at the very end just to blow up a spaceship like she did at the end of her movie.
In their defense, though, would you have liked the movie if she was in it the whole time?
If she had a good story.
See, I was kind of hoping that she would, like, have this little romance with Thor. And that would, like, bring him out of his little... Do you know, like, that could have been interesting.
They could have definitely done a few different things.
That could have been interesting.
Well, too late now.
Yeah, it's done.
But if she had an interesting story, then I would probably warm to her. But at this stage, she's still an arrogant... Yeah, I'm not going to say it. So, yeah, she appears at the end, destroys some ships, is, like, about to destroy Thanos as well.
But it's so,
and, like, she has the
casual
power
about it.
Yeah, like she gets headbutted. Like, everyone else is struggling to even like lay a blow on him, and she he headbutts her, and she's like, still looking up at him. And like I don't understand. Like he had the power of the 6 stones. She had the power of 1 that was infused with her. How does that work?
I don't know. I feel like it just flowed. Maybe that is a really powerful. I don't know.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
It wasn't even the power stone. The power stone was a purple one.
Yeah, she's blue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that happens.
I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna say I'm a little bit disappointed. And I think I got duped again by all the reports saying it's an amazing film. Everyone's
that's why you don't read them.
Alright. I got duped again. I mean,
Infinity War was definitely
Infinity
better.
War still way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolute best.
Like, look, it did tie everything in a kind of neat little bow.
It kind of gave closure
so
to
I think
some
that's
of the
what they were trying to achieve. And they did that.
They set up
achieve that.
Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy with Thor now part of the team, which is going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully he loses some weight.
Don't shame the dad bod.
Not that I have to see it
He
anyway.
went through a tough time.
He just looks tougher.
Yeah, it's true.
And he's not just a sobbing little baby. And then we've got Spider-Man, Far From Home, which will be coming out in a couple of weeks or 2 weeks. So
which will be interesting.
That'll be interesting because we didn't see we didn't see any Nick Fury in this either because Nick Fury came back.
Yeah.
But he wasn't in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, he was in that last little bit.
And we haven't talked about the most important parts of people that die.
I don't want to talk about it. It's too soon.
You guys are going to have to watch.
I reckon that's something we cannot spoil.
Well, we just said spoilers.
I know, but we have given spoilers. But I think it's too soon, too fresh to talk about that.
Okay, we might do a second video, guys, to talk about.
Yeah, after
everyone has seen it.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And I think everyone has seen it by like tomorrow.
Yeah, like double. People have gone. People that were in our session had gone
the night before.
Yesterday.
The pricks.
There was literally like lines. Like we were sitting in a pitch black cinema because they hadn't even turned the lights on.
1 hour.
So we were like, yes, I'm ready.
We're like, we wanted to be there to get the good
in
seats.
the middle.
And then there was a point where Usher came in and tried to get
people
to move. And they're like, no, we're not moving. We got
been
here for an hour.
We are set up camp.
So,
yes, the things we do for our movies, hey?
Yeah, definitely.
Dedicated.
So, Avengers Infinity War better, Endgame not so great.
What would you rate it?
I'd give it a 5.
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a friendly 7.
That's how I feel. 5.
Friendly 7.
7?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Alright. I think you nothing else to say?
Well, we're not going to talk about people that
No,
die.
I don't want to.
Alright, fine. That's the end of the video, guys. Bye.
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about them.
Alright, guys.
We should wait.
Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned for a few little bits and pieces.
Here
and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, make sure you like and subscribe as well and follow us on all of the social medias. Wherever.
On the video at the end.
Oh, well.
We just repeated ourselves.
That's fine.
Anyway, see you guys.